Hello everyone, I'm Fathima Ruzaika of Glamagan International Preschool. Today I'm going to tap with the multiple intelligence. I think you all have heard about this word, multiple intelligence. We have been speaking about this many times when we're talking about the cognitive skills of the children. Howard Gardner, the famous psychologist, he has done a theory. He has mentioned seven intelligence, which is very important and crucial in child's cognitive development. We often speak about the critical thinking, intellectual thinkers. Those are very important. So when we talk about the intelligence, we want intellectual thinkers. We want intelligent students. But it varies. There are a lot of diversity because we expect the dynamic in the children. So there are seven categories. We speak one by one. Starting with naturalist. When it's talking about the naturalist, so understanding the living things and reading the nature. Actually, now we are often speaking about the 21st century skills, real world challenges, because we should know what are the real world challenge is. So it's actually related to the world. So we have to be very naturalist. We have to know what is around us. Maybe it can be sound, it can be pollution, it can be waste management. Are we aware about the nature? Are we aware about the environment that we are living around? So those intelligence is also very important. Not only reading and writing like we are saying, and the spatial we are talking, visualizing the world. How? Because we are speaking about the physical development of the child, and we definitely have to speak about the mental development of the, because mental skills is also very important. That also comes under intelligence, and they can navigate everywhere because if they have that spatial, because they are visualizing the world, they are seeing the world, we are providing opportunities for children to explore the world, then they become so exposure to the world because they are already naturalistic. According to this multiple intelligence, we are going one by one. So then we will be aware what's going on. And the third is linguistic, the language, not only talking, not only reading, even writing, observe, and the finding right words and what you mean. Right, and you're now no, most of the time we see most of the people are lacking of the languages. I'm not talking about only about international languages, even their mother tongue or maybe another languages, because we are struggling with that. Because if we can speak to them, if we can have more knowledge about the language, the other countries' languages, if we can gather, that is also a kind of intelligence, because that will be very useful us to communicate with each other. We will be able to have the communication, and not only the communication, even the collaboration. So even to have the collaboration, and we can avoid misconceptions too if we can speak a very good language, any language. We don't stick to single languages. We can go to many language, and linguistic is third down. And the fourth one, when we are talking about intrapersonal, and the fifth one is interpersonal. I'll come to that. Intrapersonal means understanding about yourself and what you feel about and what you want, because we should always need self-awareness, aren't we should know who are we, what are the needs of myself, what do I need, where am I, what is the stage that I'm living in. We always question ourselves. We should always think about the self-awareness. That is we call intrapersonal. Intrapersonal is very important when it comes to multiple intelligence. Then only you will be able to face any challenges, because not only the real world challenge that we are speaking about, the challenge that we are every day that we are facing, everything, because we should know who we are. The self-awareness is important. When it comes to interpersonal, that means the sense and the feeling about other people. What is that? A social emotional skills. It's kind of a social emotion. We are lacking of Are we slacking of social and emotional? I don't think so, because in Sri Lanka we are very lucky. We always prioritize the social and emotional skills of the students and the youth. We always think about the others. We respect elders. We are very lucky, and I think we have to learn more about it. And that is interpersonal. You're getting to know about others' feelings. You're getting to know about others' things, and you observe everything, and you know about that, how to handle the others. Then you will have a clear understanding, and you have the language, you can talk to them, you know about yourself. And the music, and they're coming to the music, they are saying the sounds, the pitch, and the rhythm. It's when it comes to discerning, right, understanding about the clear intent, because everything is a creativity. We have learned about the STEAM education. In STEAM education, we say art is one major thing that we always include in our STEAM education. Art is added for the STEM. So music is a kind of creativity, because the way we are speaking is a music. The way we are talking, the way we utter a message to someone, it should be very soothing, it should be very mesmerizing. Then you will feel to hear that, you will love to hear that. We have to bring that. So the musical intelligence means not only dancing music, there is a rhythm, there is a tone, there is a way of composing. So everything is included in music. And the body kinesthetic is talking about the coordinate your mind and your body, not only your body. We often go to gym and we try to make up our mind, make up our faces and the body, and always focus on the mind. Don't allow your mind to control yourself. You control your mind. So body, your mental, physical, everything is very, very important when it comes to intelligence. So we should be very, like when it comes to intelligence, not only memorizing, not only writing everything, and not only talking about the briefing or doing a presentation. We need all these types of intelligence to be a good citizen or be a knowledgeable person. And the finally logical and mathematical. So yes, we cannot be logical, we should be logical. We cannot wait to see any injustice. I'm not talking about this law or any rules and regulations, but you should be logical. Why it is happening? How can I improve this? How can I implement this? What are the negatives of this? What are the positive? What are the advantages? We can talk about that, and we can include some kind of inquiry based learning into that and add more knowledge about that. That is what I say. When it comes to mapping the intelligence, you can like linguistic intelligence into one, different things, and logical and mathematical in one, musical intelligence in one, body and kinesthetic, and the interpersonal and intrapersonal is very much important, because you knowing about yourself, and you get to know about the others, and you try to respect others and respect their social emotional skills, and you get to know about their feelings, and you will have a clear understanding. If you have a clear understanding, definitely you are going to have a clear vision about that. So that is very important. And also, all in multiple intelligence, according to Howard Gardner, it is very important for teachers to explore experience, and on experience providing opportunities for children to explore the world. And it's a logical children, it's not illogical children. And we might have a lot of things, like when it comes to how can you implement this into the STEAM lessons, multiple intelligent into STEAM lessons. You can add storytelling in a unique way, like not always like once upon a time, and your expressions, the way you tell the child, because they might have that open-ended exploration. Definitely, because we are not going to say yes no answers, we are not going to give yes no answers, we are going to explain them. Not when you come to explaining, that means that don't keep on explaining, don't keep on demonstrating. Give them some pleasant idea, give them some positive vibes, give them something very clear understanding about the story. And also, we should never use the same teaching method. We have to use the different types of methods. There are a diversity. You can see lots of teaching methods nowadays. When you're talking about the 21st century skills, 20th century skills, skills, so we know what are the teaching methods. It should be divide. So we have to learn everything and give them hands-on experience. Not only talking about the multiple intelligence, we have to give them hands-on experience. It is very, very important. And don't forget, not to forget the group activities. It is the collaboration, communication, and inclusive learning. In my next lecture, I will be talking about inclusive learning. Inclusive learning is very important. When you are going for the group activities, you have to collaborate the children. Try to implement the inclusive learning in the class. When you are making a group, when you are planning to have a group activity, that is very important. And also we have to be very much role play to them. We are the role play for the children. I mean, like, we're the role model. I'm extremely sorry. We are the role model. We have to be the role model for the children. That is very, very important. And when it comes to multiple intelligence challenges, when you're talking about the challenges and the solution, the main challenge that we face is time. Time is the basic challenge that we face, and the lack of resources. The lack of resources, because we are lacking a lot of resources, but we know we can make use of that. That is, we can't say that we are lacking of resources, we are lacking of time, and we can't stop implementing STEAM education. We have to implement. There are solutions. If there is a challenge, there is always a solution. So you need a collaboration. You have to collaborate with the society, maybe the development professionals, maybe the people who are with the lots of resources, and the time management. Time management is very important, very crucial, and the sharing the best practice, and the integrate and the activities. We can integrate activities because we are lacking of time. So we can integrate activities with our methods, with any other methods. We collaborate with that, we integrate with that. Then we will have a nice idea. Like, we can have put into one time, like rather than doing twice, or maybe rather than dividing into 2 times, we can bring that to 1 time and integrate that teaching method, STEAM education, and how it impact the multiple intelligence of the child and the technology. And you all know, it is very clear, we have spoken many times about the technology. Technology is very important, even when it's for small children, maybe youth, maybe primary, secondary students. Technology, if we can apply technology at least once a week or twice a week in our school method or in school curriculum, it will be very useful for children, because they will practice that technology. Because even not only the small ones, even the elderly people, the teachers, the professionals, they are learning this technology. We have to apply this, otherwise we won't be able to face this real world problem. We won't be having this multiple intelligence. We'll be still focusing on like the parrot reading, like a parrot, we learn everything, will keep on, because we will not have that hands-on experience. So hands-on experience you will get only by integrating all this STEAM education, and also we can seek the help of the professional developments. That is what we are doing now. Currently we are learning more things about the 21st century skills, and we are implementing in the schools. So these are the very important multiple intelligence. Next, I'll come back to the summary. When it comes to naturalist, spatial, linguistic, intrapersonal, interpersonal. Don't mix up with the intrapersonal and interpersonal. Once again, I'm saying intrapersonal is understanding about yourself. Interpersonal is understanding about the others' feeling, thoughts. We always respect others' feelings and thoughts. It is very important. And when you map all these multiple intelligence are very useful when it comes to STEAM education. How we apply this? Why we apply this to STEAM education? Because we integrate this curriculum and we apply this to children. Children will learn more. They explore the world, they observe, they do lots of experiments, and also finally they will have that hand-on experience. Rather than demonstrating, rather than keep on writing, we can give the children hand-on experience. That is, hand-on teaching is very important. We always speak about that. As early childhood educator, I always believe experience is very, very important in children. And also, finally, we have to celebrate. We have to celebrate the outcome. Maybe it can be a negative outcome, but we always think positive. we always think positive, because we always have to celebrate the feedback outcome, because and also we can give them a good feedback. How can we celebrate? By giving them reward. According to BF Skinner, reinforcement, reward and punishment. So in that we can give them good feedback. Appreciation will definitely help them to become a good person or maybe a good child, because that is what we are expecting. We want them to appreciate it, because that will help them to go with another activity. Actively they will participate in those activities. That will really gonna help them to work out with that. That is because it will be also very useful for us to assist the child. We are not labeling the child, and we are not going to criticize the child after seeing the activity of the child. We can assist the child, what are the needs and the wants of the child, and how can we correct the child, because we know we are not going to correct the mistakes of the child in very soon after they do any projects, because we give them time enough to correct their mistakes. But the feedback is very important to correct their mistakes. So as teachers, they need a loving environment. That is very important, and mindfulness teacher is always give them the best with this multiple intelligence. So these multiple intelligence strategies will definitely help teachers to apply in our day-to-day curriculum and STEAM education. I hope it's very clear and understanding. So let's meet you soon with another episode. Thank you very much.